Hi, welcome to the Vergas Show. I'm Sherry Hansen. Thanks for joining me today. Well, you know, it's Redneck Holidazzle week, and so hopefully everybody's getting ready for that. You might ask yourself, Redneck Holidazzle, how can I get ready for it or whatever? Or, do I really want to come into that? Well, I'm going to show you. It does not take a whole lot to get to be into that redneck mode. And so, it's just a matter of, okay, take a look here. Now I look like, I'm dressed for work here, and so that's not a big deal, but I'm presentable in the professional world, but it takes a matter of minutes to just turn into, you can just take these off and I can put my combat boots on here. Hopefully I'd have, a pair of jeans on that day, and so then you might be a little bit more comfortable, and you don't even need that on. I've seen people, wear their boots, if they just even want to have a skirt on and stuff. And I can about imagine that just about, I don't know, am I too liberal in saying 90% of you might have a camo jacket or camouflage something sitting around your house, or someone that you can get one from? If you don't have the camo, you can get into the blaze orange maybe, and so you can put that on, you can zip it up. You could put some kind of hat on. You could even throw your hood up if you wanted to, if you had something like this. Put in some fake teeth if you want, and you would be ready for Redneck Days. Now, do you need all of this to be part of Redneck Days? Absolutely not. But I do have to tell you, it does get you a little bit more into the mood. You are going to feel like you're more of the crowd, because there are going to be quite a few people that are going to be competing for that prize and that contest of best costume. And to be perfectly honest, this is pretty tame compared to what you're going to see. So whether you want to dress up rednecky, or if you want to just come in and take part and watch and see all the other people that are dressed up rednecky, or maybe you just want to come in and support the Vergas Community Club, you're going to want to come to Redneck Days. All that being said, let me give you a rundown of what's going on. It's this Saturday, November 21st, and you're going to be able to start with biscuits and gravy at the Loon's Nest. It's going to start at 6:30 and it's going to go until it's gone. When that is, I don't know. So come in right away if you really have your heart set on biscuits and gravy. The Redneck Olympics are going to be going on down at Skoll, and that's going to start at 11 o'clock in the morning, and it's going to go till closing. So you're going to want to stop down to Skoll sometime during the day and take part in the Redneck Olympics. One of the fun new things that is happening this year, the Civil Run Gun Club are heading this up, and they're going to be having prizes, is the Fish House Tour. Okay, so fish houses, I remember growing up and they were pretty simple. You go out, you have the whole grumpy old men type fish house. Maybe you'd have a little bucket that you would sit on for the stool, and maybe in the dark house, it would just be pretty tiny. But I think we all know that fish houses have kind of elevated to a little bit different level when we're talking the ice castles and that. So whether you've got a beautiful ice castle, whether you've got a homemade one, maybe you've got just a grumpy old men one yet, but we want to see your fish house. And so bring it in. It's going to be right across from Hanson's Plumbing and Heating on the Bear lot there, owned by Rich McCready. He's generous enough to let us have that fish house tour there, and you're going to want to decorate your fish house up, and you're going to want to clean it up, maybe just, you determine what I mean by cleaning it up on the inside. I mean, and if, who knows what you got on the walls or whatever, but we want to keep this family friendly. So make sure that your fish house is ready for the kids and the family to come in and see it. And like I said, there are going to be prizes that the Civil Run Gun Club is so graciously offered to have for that. And so I think this is really going to be something that's going to, this is the first year we're doing it, and it's going to just grow each year. And so you're going to want to make sure that you have your fish house down there by 1, and then the tour is going to start at 2 and will go on for a while, and as long as you want your fish houses there, of course, and then they'll be judging on that too. 2 o'clock is Roadkill Bingo over at Billy's. I don't think I need to say a whole lot about that when you think of Roadkill Bingo. I think it's going to be, termed Roadkill Bingo, but you got some opportunities to win some pretty good stuff over there that you're going to take home and be able to grill up that you are not going to have to be concerned about eating. We start the beer chase at 3 o'clock. You're going to come up to the Vergas Event Center and you're going to want to register by 2:45. And again, this is where the costumes start in. This is where the fun starts in too. And the beer chase, it'll start up at the event center. You're going to be getting another shot glass this year like this. Hopefully you've done it other years. This one is from 2013, and you're going to take that shot glass and you're going to add it to your collection. And maybe you can really be rednecky on Thanksgiving. You know, maybe you got a whole collection of them. You can have them out and display them and use them for part of your fine china. But anyway, off of that, the beer chase. So you'll start up at the event center there, and 3 o'clock it starts. And so you start at the community center, you'll go as far as the liquor store where you'll get your first beer. You go as far as Billy's, you get the next one. You go as far as Skoll, you get the next one. And you go as far as the Vergas Assisted Living, and you get the next one, and then you work your way back and do the same thing. Not too hard, a lot of fun, and you're walking. So it's almost like a prelude to the parade when you see all the people walking in their costumes and you know, just having fun. If it's a beautiful day, obviously it's a lot easier. But if it's a cooler day, then the challenge is there. You know, you got to be out and just show that, you know, that's not the weather and the elements don't bother us here in Minnesota, especially in Vergas. 4:30, you're going to want to be registered for the Redneck Parade. A little bit before that, come at 4 o'clock. The registration takes place, if you know where the event center is, and up the main street by the Vergas Methodist Church and that, and around the corner. Let's all come out and let's take part in the Redneck Parade. You don't have to have, I mean, you can bring your fish houses, pull them off and bring them back through. You can have a golf cart, you can have a four-wheeler, you can do it way up with a trailer and a truck and a float or whatever. Light those parade floats up and come on down Main Street, and just everybody will be waiting, and it'll just be a fun time. I think the parade is just a really, really neat way to welcome in the holidays, whether it be Redneck way or whatever, but you're going to want to welcome them in that way. You're going to want to come directly from the parade and come up to the event center. The crap shoot is going to go on again this year. Hanson's Plumbing and Heating are in charge of that. And if you think of beanbag tournament, this is what the crap shoot is, but we do it with toilet bowls and obviously brown bean bags, and so that's kind of fun too. And then we've got the new thing this year. Other year we've done it with first year we had Mr. Redneck Vergas. Second year we had Mr. Redneck Vergas doing the dating game. And unfortunately, Mr. Redneck Vergas is not ready to be in the newlywed game. Well, maybe that's not an unfortunate thing, but we do have a newlywed game going on this year, and so it's the Redneck Newlywed Game. There's couples. One of the couples has been married, I know, 4 years. One's been married 20 years. One's been married close to 30 years. And if you stop and think back to the newlywed game and how much fun that they have on that, I have no doubt that Chris Sloan, who's in charge of it, is going to be having a lot of fun with that too. Vanessa Sleen is graciously from the community club has taken on and did the events this year. She's in charge, and so if you have questions you need to ask her, you can go down to Billy's, and they're going to be having a live band playing after the newlywed game. I know that there's talk of a mechanical bull. You know, this could be a lot of fun. You're going to be in your redneck gear and you can be on that. But take a look at this trophy here. You're going to want to get your parade unit lined up so that your name can go on this trophy. I see that Kevin Zitzo and Sean Day were in 2012. The bank has won it for a couple years after that. You want to be the winner in 2013. So Redneck Holidazzle, Vergas is ready for you. Vergas wants to invite you and welcome you to come to Vergas on Saturday, November 21st for a full day of fun events. Get your redneck gear on and let's get her done.